And then came Caroline Randall Williams' stunning op-ed piece in Sunday's New York Times under the arresting headline, "You want a Confederate monument? My body is a Confederate monument."
You know, the question of the monuments, as somebody who grew up in Tennessee, the monuments are everywhere. And you think, how can they not have been torn down yet? And then I actually started to think about the descendants of former Nazi soldiers renouncing their ancestors. And I thought, why are there no Southerners doing this? And then I thought, I have Confederate ancestors. I will do it because I'm a Black woman and I will lead the way like we always do.
You know, my son, I took him to the beach when he was 2 with me and a bunch of family. And one of our family members had brought back this silk, like Japanese dress for my daughter. And it was beautiful because they had taken a trip to Japan. And my son loved it. And he wore it. And he wore it all over the beach. He thought it was the most beautiful thing ever, you know, and it was. It was beautiful colors, beautiful material, and he didn't think anything about it, you know? He's just like, it's something that's beautiful. I'm gonna wear it. I enjoy it. And some of our family members really got genuinely upset and they were like, take it off. Take that off. Don't dress like that's not okay. And they were upset. And so imagine for a 2-year-old little boy trying to understand the world he lives in when the adults are turning serious and scared because of some fine nuance, so that at an early age, he's getting all these emotional rewards and punishments for certain kind of really specific behavior. You know, crying isn't really a gendered experience. Crying is a human experience.
Stop crying. Stop with the tears.
Don't cry.
Pick yourself up. Stop with the emotion.
Don't be a pussy.
Don't let nobody disrespect you. Be cool and be kind of a dick.
Always keep your mouth shut.
Nobody likes a tattletale.
Get laid. Do something.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Grow some balls.
Identity isn't simply a self-contained unit. It is a relationship between people in history, people in communities, people in institutions. So schools do a good job when they understand that and when they commit themselves to curricular development, to opportunities in the school for all students to understand the histories that have brought us to this particular moment.
Can you think of any experiences or examples you had or that stand out to you growing up about harmful stereotypes about like what a real man is?
Yeah, like I was raised by like my mom and like my grandma, so like having that like feminine, like I wasn't like in touch with that, and was like told by my mom and like everyone to like, you know, not suppress that, but like my experience like outside of the home was like the opposite. And really just like that battle within myself, feeling like what I raised with, you know, like it doesn't align with what I'm experiencing outside of my home.
I started to really change myself. It gave me a little perspective of honesty and trust. And I've been able to trust those peers around me and the feeling of acceptance with who I am.
Especially like when you're young, you know, you're literally like you're a sponge. You're absorbing everything you're shown, everything you're taught, your environment, like every single little thing is being ingrained into your foundation. Then that's going to be a pattern that you will keep carrying. And as you like, the longer you keep carrying it too, the more stuff you suppress. Oppression and misguidance that leads to directly to violence.
What messages do you have for other teenage boys who are struggling or they feel pressure, they feel like they have to fit into like a stereotype of what a man is?
The message I got is don't let others take you down. it really shouldn't matter if they are saying that to be a real guy or a real man, you have to do this or that. The real truth is being yourself is being a real man. Being able to open up and be who you are.
I'd say stay true to yourself, like your genuine self, like your vulnerable self, and those feelings. Don't stop communicating and try to be vulnerable as much as you possibly can.
My name is DJ. I'm 15.
Hi, my name is Tayamni Goodshield. I'm 17 years old.
Gender equity is the bedrock of honest, complete, and accurate sex education. Without it, we end up with our current system of power and gender imbalance, where we allow boys to conclude that other people's bodies are theirs for the taking. When we leave our boys to be raised on messages about what it means to be a man that tell them to disinvest from their feelings, we leave them with a roadmap for empty, conquest-focused sex and not much else. The solution looks like shifting who they believe themselves to be and how they interact with other people because of it. What we know is that at best, boys and men who don't have a strong basis in gender equity perpetuate bad sex. At worst, they will most likely commit some form of sexual violence.
But the thing I just want to say, what's important to us at Boys to Men is to really provide leadership in our communities to the degree that we can about making this movement normal, where men show up for all of the boys in our community. We're really devoted to creating intergenerational communities devoted to healthy masculinity is one way to talk about it. And what does that mean? It just means creating a normative culture throughout our communities to, in some sort of way, initiate them into a very intentional and thoughtful process on their journey to become a man.